Well, hello. Welcome back to my channel. This is Alicia. I have a journal to flip through with you, and this is my second botanical journal. I did post one a couple of weeks ago, and I'm just loving these botanicals, so I'm going to keep going. I will say I'm going to do a process video for the first one I did, the one that has the yellow button, and I've had several requests for that, so I'm going to start that, probably the video for it tomorrow. I've already started on getting all the things ready for it, and if you wanted to follow along, that would be great. And I'll show you all the items I've used and all the digitals that I chose for that journal, and we'll get into more about that. I'll probably do that tomorrow, get a video out tomorrow or the next day for that. But this one is 4 3/4 across by 7, and it's got a lot of different elements in it. It's embellished. It's not it doesn't have as many details as the last one, but this one is very beautiful. It has a lot of potential. It's got a lot of writing room. It's got about 198 pages, and it's just really neat. I'm really loving doing these. And here's the back. I'll show you this surprise at the end. I have some hemp cord on the closure with this large vintage button. And so here's the spine. I love the fabric and the fussy cutting. I've covered my signature stitching with this fabric, and I really like it a lot. And some collaging here, some cheesecloth, and so let me just show you the cover, the front cover. Oh, sorry, I got interrupted. Had to pause for a second. So just take this clip off. There's a little mini clip up here. It's extra. And then, so fussy cut flower, it's a vintage flower, and just some different elements on here. And then I've sewed on, there's 2 tags on here, and they cover one another. So there's some vintage trim, real pretty, on the cloth, and B for botanical. And so we'll just open it up here, and I've got coffee dyed paper. It's like a little booklet here, and I've left this clip in because I really like the vintage clip. So the button is removable, but I really like that. And you can also put a little dangle on there. I didn't have time to do it. I thought about putting a little tiny dangle of a little jewel or something on that. Here's some ephemera. And these are just coffee dyed papers that I've sewed onto the fabric before I sewed it onto the cover. And let's go this way. I'm going to try to hurry because there's, like I said, there's a lot of pages. Here's a pocket with a couple of things. There's notes, some cheesecloth, and here is another one of those letters. I just picked a random letter and put cheesecloth, and just some fussy cutting, different pieces, dragonfly. And in here, this flips open, and just some pieces of ephemera. And then here, this is a pocket as well with some pieces of ephemera, and then some little mini staple. And then it just flips down like this, and just a little pocket with some ticking fabric. And here, my mom gave me a vintage bag, a drawstring bag, and I just love it. So I did some fussy cutting and just attached it to this pretty little bag here. And there's just a couple of pieces of ephemera in there, tag, and a couple of botanical pieces. Here's some deli paper with a piece of the Nature's Notebook. And here's some more ephemera here. And then you can see the cover. This is from Sunday Fable. And I used a whole variety of digitals. It's not all one set. So I will try to do my best to link everything below in case you wanted to go find the digitals and do one of these yourself. Here's this side where I've sewn that onto the cover, that cotton fabric. And then this just flips back up and then just closes over, and it has the potential to grow. So you can see right here, this is what it would look like if you just filled it up with photos or letters or anything like that. And I just love that button, it's so pretty. And then this just clips together here, these two tags, they hold together nicely. And then here's the inside cover. I have two fabric pockets here that I've sewn around with various elements and pieces from these digital kits that I've chosen for this Botanical. I tried to stay along the lines of Botanical, so I just love the way they all go together. It's so pretty. And then butterfly. Just get a little closer with that. And let me just make sure I'm in the frame. Okay, yeah, we're good. So I've used some from the Journal Boat. I've used some from Vintage by Me and Vintage Bonbon, William Morris. And then here's a washi sticker, deli paper, some graph paper with a tag, some sari silk on there, and from the Vintage Writing Book. And I've printed on the back of these printables, fussy cut from one of the printables, Writer's Guide and Index to English. That's a real from the 50s writing college book. Fussy cut, recipe, deli paper, and here's a came from that writing book as well. And these are different. I kind of got creative with the pages. You're going to see where you can actually tuck things all the way up and then down in here. So here's some William Morris. Here's a little tuck, these little tucks right here. I just wrapped it around the page, this whole pocket, and did them like that. And sewed around the page. Here's some more ephemera. Here's the top tuck piece. And I just love the blues and the greens and the reds in there, so I chose that. Okay, you can kind of speed up a little bit. There's pretty coffee dyed paper in here. There's that. It's so pretty. And then here's a washi sticker, more craft paper, some more ephemera. Alright, and here's another tag, a real pretty tag. And then I got creative with some paper ribbon, and at first I tried to control it, but then I said no, I'm going to let it go. And I really love how unique my paper ribbons came out for this, so it was really fun. And this is a real pretty, it's a little blue flowers on there. Some ledger paper. There's some ephemera. Actually, this is one of the kits, and I sized a lot of these down to 5x7 and printed on the back as well. And There's just a tuck here with little pieces from these kits and mushrooms. A washi sticker. And you can see this was a college book for writing, so there's in pencil you can see where someone was studying, and I thought, well, that's really neat, so I just put that in there too. Recipe page, coffee dyed paper, and there's some more ephemera. And this is on the back, so remember this when I show you the back, because I printed the one on the back at an 8x10. This is a 5x7. And there's this pretty paper. Here's some more pretty ephemera here. Another one of those pages. I'm going to try to speed up a little bit and not try to take so long. There's so many pages in here. Some more ephemera in this little pocket, or I've just sewed this page onto the coffee dyed paper. Here's a tag, real pretty. And then here's another one of these pretty paper ribbons. It's a little bit smaller. So what I'm doing is I'm taking my scraps. I just do not like to throw away my coffee dyed paper. So I take these scraps and you just feed them through the sewing machine, try to fold them as you go, and you know, make those paper ribbons. So there's that. And then this is a fussy cut from one of those digitals. There's a flip up washi sticker. This is a fussy cut. And look how pretty the coffee dyed paper is. And here's another paper ribbon. And I just let them hang off the page. And then I really love this layout right here. This is the center of the third signature. There's a tuck up here all the way up and down, so you can tuck all the way up and down there, and underneath these. And then here's some more pretty ephemera. This one, look how pretty that is. Actually, fussy cut that out. That was on the other page. I love that watercolor look. So there's that. More that William Morris paper in here too. And there's these. And look how pretty that is. I love that so much. It's so pretty, vintage looking. This is a fussy cut from the William Morris. Coffee dyed paper, deli paper. Here's another paper ribbon. Here's a pocket. These real pretty pieces. I mean, these printables are just, the flowers are just so pretty. I just love them so much. Here's a fussy cut with a little tuck spot here. And these are really pretty. You can actually print these 8x10, so I was going to do a large journal later on with these because they just are so nice. There's that. And then there's this one. This is like the damask. I love those purple tones in there. These pieces are real pretty. And look how pretty that coffee dyed paper came out there. I love this page too. And this beautiful piece, it looks like watercolor flowers. Postcard. And you can write on the back of all these. Here's another paper ribbon. Very unique. Another fussy cut. And there's another pocket here. And here's one of these cute little tablets. It's got the little clip on it right here and just some of that coffee dyed paper left over. Here's some. Real pretty. I love this one so much. I just like that green with these vintage colors on here. Here's a little tuck spot. And here's the last page. And let's get on to the back. So this is some green sari silk here. And I just love the way the colors coordinate. And you just open it up like this. And this is how it looks. So this is the 8x10 size. So you just flip it up. But I'm going to try to stay in frame. It says Botany. And then you just flip it down. And here I attached a sari silk and put a butterfly. And this is just coffee dyed paper here. And so these are all from the kits that I was telling you about. And I just love the greens back here. And that says ferns. And so this flips open this way and this one this way. And they just each have some folded up ephemera in there. On both sides. And then here, this could be a secret area to put photos or letters or whatever you'd like. And these are really, really sweet. Just the colors of these are really vintage and nice. And here's a couple of pieces. Oops. This one and this one. And there's one with a butterfly and music paper. And then here is the inside. So I just fussy cut this flower and laid it on this printable, put a butterfly, and you can just put whatever you would like. Just put these back in there. They just sit right inside and nothing will fall out because you have these little flips. This comes back down and then just tie it in a bow. And I really hope you like this journal. I really had fun making it, and the creativity just is so much fun with these botanicals and picking out the papers and putting it together. and I just love it so much. So there's what it looks like on the side. And I'll be back with a process video soon. And I have one more journal to do a flip through, and then I'm going to be starting my process video for the first botanical journal, like I was saying, and the one that has the button like this. So I will be showing all the items I used for that one, if anybody wanted to follow along. And then also, I'll see you soon. I'll be back. And I hope you like this journal. It's going to be in my Etsy store. So like, share, subscribe. And thank you so much. So I'll see you next time. Bye.